And the time is 27 minutes after the hour 10 o'clock. Thank you very much for tuning in on Fela Radio Azania. Zandile Khumalo, Kapina Monate Ering Nyaktan. Before that one, we had Samito, Zozi Sola. And of course, we also gave you two international ones. Inele Felaka, Mary J. Blige, everything. And of course, it was also Miss the late Angie Stone. I wish I didn't miss you. It's one of the things a lot of people might say. But hey, for tuning in. If you don't know, you can just tell people to also tune in. The frequency is very easy. Go onto your on the internet, www, and then offer Radio Azania. You will find us there. Yeah, you can also download the app right there and also make sure that you always tuned in from wherever you are. And of course, just making sure that information is transferred. There's going to be a bit of change of plan. I'm going to be trying to get hold of Patricia Morgan Mashale. Who is one of the people who are also involved in exposing the corruption karu SAPS. She's also one of the members baka Freestata Kabanika SAPS, and I still say that people Batswana Lena are people belonging Bashoka who acknowledge you a whole fella because corruption hayaloka in no matter or itakansela ezwang your benefit kapa you benefit, but corruption is not good. So it is very, very important that we also ensure when we are serving the public or serving the community, we ensure that we serve them with dignity and honor, so that at the end of the day, it is going to benefit us. So I'm just trying to get hold of Patricia so that we can speak to her. Kataba enaya the statement selo sile saitsi wake intate Minister Senzo Mchunu kataba the issue that was given to her case, where he delegated it to someone, so he does not really have anything to say about it. So I'm just going to try and get hold of her so that at least Nalwena Rabuisana Lena and just hear what she has to say. And yes, Dale Me Patricia on the line just to give us a brief. Me Patricia, good morning.
Good morning. How are you?
I'm good, thanks. Yourself, me?
I'm fine, thank you.
Very well, thanks. Thank you for your time. Without wasting any more time, can you just in brief, just the background of the whole scenario of everything that has been happening, especially in the SAPS, and how you fit into the story? For someone who has not listened, for someone who has no idea, and listening to this interview or listening to the show, and also who has not been up to speed regarding the case of the, especially the Madlanga and everything that's been happening regarding the case, and also that is involved with you and the whole SAPS. Can you just give us a brief Njore, what has been happening?
Okay, this is the story.
Yeah.
Remember, I have been reporting corruption since 2008, and I have an IPID report relating to the Mdluli corruption in crime intelligence.
Yes.
I still have that report, and the recommendations of that report was never implemented by the late Nathi Mthethwa and Bhegi Cele, who was the National Commissioner at the time.
Yes.
So I still have that report, and those recommendations must still be implemented. So most of my complaints was relating to corruption in SAPS. And remember, crime intelligence is also part of SAPS and corruption in crime intelligence. The corruption that I reported relating to crime intelligence was about that a lady from BMW was appointed as a brigadier. And as a result thereof, as the minister said, he went to the Inspector General of Intelligence to profile me. So I did meet with the Office of the Inspector General of Intelligence in August 2024. I gave them all the information whereby there was investigation relating to that. And as we could saw after that, there was arrest, and that Dineo Mukhwela was part of the people who was arrested. That was part one. That was part one of what I reported relating to crime intelligence. Then what I reported to the office of the minister also was the issue of the Sindiso Magaqa murder, whereby the hitman reached out to me through someone else.
Okay.
To ask for my assistance. Because the hitman told me that he wanted to confess. He wanted to make a confession, and he's been struggling since 2018 to do that confession because the head of crime intelligence, who is General Dumisane Khumalo, and the prosecutor has appointed a lawyer for him. This lawyer are being paid from the Secret Service account. And as a result thereof, this lawyer is not taking the instructions from him to do the confession and to expose the information as to how Sindiso Magaqa died and who ordered his assassination. As a result thereof, I submitted this complaint to the Portfolio Committee of Police. I never received a response. And then I reached out to Honorable Fadil Adams, and the hitman indicated that he wanted to make a statement, and I should send Fadil Adams to Westwall Prison, which I did. Fadil Adams went to Westwall Prison, obtained the statement. He went there with a police officer. They took the affidavit, and then the affidavit was then handed over to another lawyer, a new lawyer now, because remember the other lawyer was part of Khumalo and Kaba, who didn't want the hitman to confess. So Fadil arranged with Professor Mary the Haas. There was donations to pay for this new lawyer. I still have the proof of the arrangement with this lawyer just to get the hitman to court to ask that his trial be separated from his accused and that he could make a confession and that he would plead guilty. That is what happened. Not because of the political killing testing, not because of Dumisane Khumalo, but because of me, Professor Dahas, and Fadil Adams, who assisted the hitman. And the hitman also expressed his wishes to go to the ad hoc committee because there's still more information that he wants to expose. Because in court, he didn't get an opportunity to expose everything and everyone. The third issue that I reported to General Masemola, to the Portfolio Committee, to the minister was the issue of the Senzo Meyiwa case.
Yeah.
Whereby it was I think it was in 2023 when I reached out to General Masemola, whereby witnesses came forward and say they have very, very, very crucial information that would bring a huge change in the Senzo Meyiwa case. General Masemola, because I already had a problem with General Sibia at the time, because General Sibia was mentioned as one of the people who tampered with the crime scene. General Masemola referred me to General Sibia, and I said, but I cannot disclose the identity of the witnesses to General Sibia because since I didn't trust him.
Yeah.
And General Masemola just dropped everything, and the witnesses was left in limbo. And those witnesses are still available. They are still prepared to come forward with the information that they have. But General Masemola just decided that no, he's not going to proceed. So when Minister Senzo Mchunu became the minister, I immediately also reported everything to him.
Yeah.
And Mchunu was the first person. He was the first person who acted on all the information that I submitted to his office.
Okay.
And the things that I reported now to him pertaining to the political killing testing is the issue of the Senzo Magaqa case. That is what I wanted to clarify. That's why my name is there pertaining to the political killing testing is the issue of the Senzo Magaqa case. And the issue of Sergeant Dlamini, who was the one who actually got a statement from the hitman, who was the one who actually investigated and found that officers of crime intelligence was part of the killing of Sindiso Magaqa. Officers of crime intelligence assisted and escorted the hitman. And just about when Sergeant Dlamini was about to arrest these officers, an instruction came from Bhegi Cele to Khumalo that Dlamini should drop this docket. Dlamini should hand the report over to Khumalo. Dlamini handed the report over to Khumalo. Khumalo handed the report over to Bhegi Cele. Bhegi Cele classified this report, and this report has been buried since. And after that, Dlamini then get arrested for defeating the ends of justice, and he has been in detention for a Schedule 1 case charge of defeating the ends of justice since 2020. We have now seen that Sindiso Magaqa got bail on a very serious case. Mashale got bail on a very serious case, Schedule 6 cases. But warrant of Sergeant Dlamini have been sitting in jail for a case of defeating the ends of justice since 2020. And when he went to court, the magistrate, who's also a magistrate, Khumalo, refused to listen to his witnesses. And Magistrate Khumalo convicted him with non-existent case law. There's now an appeal in court. The lawyer of Dlamini appealed this conviction because when he confronted the magistrate about the case law to say that this case law doesn't exist anywhere in law, the magistrate responded to say that, no, I didn't read the case law. My son is the one who drafted the case law, but I'm going to convict him anyway. You will appeal. And the lawyers immediately say that I'm not going to allow you to convict him unlawfully on non-existent case law. I'm going to appeal this conviction. So this matter, the appeal is going to court in December. So the convicts that you are supposed to be sentenced. So the sentence is on hold pending the appeal in the Durban High Court.
So, wow, that's a lot, because those are all serious cases that you're speaking about, that with evidence by law, everybody has the right to come forth and speak. So I just wanted to check, how has that affected your confidence in the state or in the SAPS in general?
I don't have confidence at all in the SAPS. I don't have confidence in the judiciary, because SAPS will arrest you for the truth. The judiciary will convict you for the truth. And currently what I also see in the ad hoc committee, some people are being treated as suspects. And it's a great concern to me, because people have been accused, but they can never be suspects. And if even the members of the ad hoc committee want the truth, they must be prepared to call each and every one so that everyone can come and tell the truth with evidence. But it seems like everyone is just pushing their own narrative. They want the truth is going to be comfortable to them. And that is a great concern to me, because this is not about one side. This is about listening to everyone and getting to the truth.
And that's the only way to get us to the truth, and nothing but the truth. Because if the evidence is there, then everyone should be able to given a chance to present their truth. And the magistrate should make a ruling based on the truth submitted.
Based on the truth and based on the evidence. Remember, you can also only prove the truth based on evidence.
That's true.
So that evidence must be provided to support the allegations. If I'm going there, I'm going to go there with evidence to support whatever I've been saying on Facebook. The reason why I went on Facebook to expose everything publicly is because no one listened to me. Masemola refused to listen to me. The portfolio committee of police refused to listen to me. All my complaints, they have been doing their investigations, but I'm not getting any feedback.
But who's behind?
Reporting to General.
Who's the voice? Who's that ultimate voice that keeps shutting down all these cases?
That is what we also want to know. Who is that voice behind that is tracking down all these cases? Because, if there's evidence, when people have evidence in their hands and nothing is happening, I have a voice on social media. What about the ordinary person on the street who doesn't have a voice, who keep on going to the police station? What about those who are in jail currently? What about Sindiso Magaqa, where the truth have not been exposed as yet? Where the hitmen say, but I have not said anything yet. There's still more that needs to be exposed.
And they don't want to hear them out because they know that should files be opened, someone will be incriminated.
Exactly.
So
look at what we are currently. We are sitting with Baba Absalom Zungu, who went to the Newcastle police station to open a case against Brigadier Gininda to say that Gininda, under oath in a high court, Gininda read a affidavit in my name. I am distancing myself from that affidavit. I have never given Gininda a case. You went to the Newcastle police station, opened a case, and then afterwards it has been said that we cannot address that matter. We cannot investigate this case further because now there's a court case that is still in court. How can that be possible? My name has been mentioned as the person who implicated the accused. And when I go to the police station, police officers make a determination to say, no, we are not going to assist you because there's a court case that is running.
Is that lawful though? Is that lawful?
It's not lawful. A crime has been committed and the police officer's job is to investigate, is to assist the complainant to say that this is a serious case. This brigadier who is a senior ranking official at SAPS went with a fraudulent affidavit to a high court in a high profile case. The Senzo Meyiwa case, which everyone is seeking for the truth. Now come this man, he said, that is not my affidavit. I've never given an affidavit. And the police make a decision to say, no, we are not going to entertain this oath man.
We're only taking the affidavit that they have.
We are going to entertain the Brigadier Gininda affidavit because he's a brigadier. This is just an ordinary old poor soul, and that's whatever he wants us to do is not part of our daily business.
So
how can they?
Now, I just wanted to ask. So, in that case, in escalating the matter, what are the channels can one take in order to escalate such a matter when you go and open a case that you do not get any assistance?
Now, I have already escalated the matter to the executive director of IPID. Coincidentally, I just spoke to her.
Yeah.
I just spoke to her, escalated the matter to say, can you please request this docket, which has not even been registered on a case.
Where are the dockets?
As an inquiry. The docket is at Newcastle police station.
With them?
With the police.
Yeah.
The docket is registered as an inquiry at the Newcastle police station. The docket has been, I think it's about 3-4 months ago, that this docket has been registered. There's no progress. There's all they don't entertain this docket. I think the docket is lying somewhere in someone's drawer, and they just told themselves that this is not an important docket. We are not going to entertain. While this docket can make or break this case can make or break the Senzo Meyiwa.
So
now we are wasting taxpayers' money. We are proceeding, wasting taxpayers' money, paying legal aid, proceeding to mislead the public, while there is an Baba Absalom Zungu who opened a case against Gininda. Gininda, like anyone else, when there's a case that's opened against me, I get charged. I get prosecuted. How are other people so powerful and above the law that when you go to a police station to open a case against them, the police doesn't entertain you.
Has it always been this way? Because I'm also looking at the track record since 2008. All these things have been happening from one major case to the other, and someone just says a word to say, shut it down, and it happens. Now, my question to you is, with all these, with Minister Bhegi Cele during his time gave a word when this was after you went to Minister Senzo Mchunu. Correct me if I'm wrong. So am I correct?
Can you just repeat that question?
You went to Minister Mchunu and former Minister Bhegi Cele raised a word to say that case must be shut down.
I remember Bhegi Cele. I've been reporting these things to Bhegi Cele since he became
the minister.
Not a minister, the national commissioner.
Yes.
Since he was the national commissioner.
Yes.
Bhegi Cele knows me very, very well. He once went on live television and said he doesn't know me. He knows me very, very well because I have been reporting everything. And Bhegi Cele is the one who shut down all my complaints. Hence, I'm saying, when even Nathi Mthethwa didn't entertain my complaints. Hence, I'm saying the first person who came forward to say that this lady cannot keep on complaining on social media, I'm concerned. He went to the National Commission, asked the National Commission said, no, she's used to complaining, she's used to that. National Commissioner is sitting with a lot of my complaints.
There's no smoke without fire. You can't keep on complaining and they keep shutting you down and someone does not really give you a chance. What's the problem in the system?
The worst part is there's evidence. I'm not just complaining. I'm giving them the evidence to my complaint.
Do you have copies of the evidence with you?
I have everything. You know what? As I said, I have provided complaints to the portfolio committee, DPCI, the IPAT, SIU, the office of the president, the office of when the minister came in, the office of the national commissioner. I have proof, I have records of my complaints to all these institutions. Even when my pension was withdrawn unlawfully by SAPS and GPF approved the withdrawal of my pension. I went to SIU. The lady who investigated the case gave a statement to SIU. Since that, till today, when the last time I asked the investigator from SIU what happened to my complaint about my pension, he said that I'm still waiting for the president. We are still waiting for the president to sign a proclamation to investigate this case.
What other victimizations have you undergone?
Every time when I expose corruption, a case will be open against me. I will be arrested and I will be prosecuted.
By the state?
This is the kind of victimization by the state. Every time I expose corruption of SAPS, every time I expose corruption of the NPA, whoever, a case are being opened against me, I will be prosecuted. But whenever I go to a police station to open a case, I'm being told that no, instructions came from above that we should not assist you to open a case against the management because that no cases can be opened against the SAPS management. No one can go to that. That's what I mean.
But how? Because nobody's above the law. If you've committed a crime, because the law is there, regardless of your position, you need to be investigated, Mus.
There's a rule. There's a rule in SAPS.
Okay.
There's a rule in SAPS that whenever you go to open a case against the SAPS management or senior people like the NPA or whoever, you will be told that there will be someone from legal services staff to say there's no elements of crime. When you say I have the evidence in my hand, it will tell you that there's no elements of crime. You cannot open a case.
Based on what?
Based on that person's opinion. because the docket has already been written. You provided the evidence. As soon as the docket must be registered on case, then it will be said, no, call legal services. Then legal services will be called. The same legal services who went to the Madlanga Commission to speak about all these kind of political killing tactics that's banned, and the same legal services will now give advice to say, no, this is a senior officer, this is a general, this is a brigadier. There's no elements of crime. You cannot open a case. I've experienced that.
Wow. There are a lot of loopholes in our system that favors people and disadvantage to others.
It's not even legally bound loopholes. It's loopholes is laws that they created themselves, because it cannot be legal to tell someone. There's a lady at the NPA who was the secretary of Chief Prosecutor Senzo Meyiwa.
Yeah.
She went to the police station to open a case of sexual harassment against him, and she was also told that no. There's no criminal elements here. There's another lady who was also arrested, Natasha Johnson, was also arrested. The charges were withdrawn against her in the Thabo Bester case. She went to the police station to open a case against the prosecutor Amanda Bester, whereby in her departmental trial, the management of G4S, who were there to represent G4S, told them in the hearing at CCMA that this prosecutor, Amanda Bester, is the legal advisor of G4S. And Tasha said that this is unlawful, this is wrong. How can she be the legal advisor of the suspect in the Thabo Bester case? And Tasha, I escorted her to the police station with someone else. When she arrived there, legal services was called, and legal services give their opinion to say, no, there's no elements of crime there.
What?
There's no elements.
Yeah.
That is what has been happening.
So Minister Mchunu delegated a case, a very sensitive one, that he was questioned about in the commission. My question to you is, how do you feel about the comments that he made that, no, I gave the case to someone, they handle it? Do you think that he takes full accountability as a person in his position to just give someone a case and not actually account or do follow-ups on it, since it's a high case and it's actually a sensitive one?
Which case are we referring to now?
This one, the Madlanga one.
Which case? Which Madlanga case?
The case of that where you also took out the information about I think it's the Sindiso Magaqa.
Oh, the Sindiso Magaqa case.
Yes.
As I said, the minister wanted more information.
Yeah.
Like I understood you. The minister wanted to know if this lady is writing about police business, factually about police business. Can you please profile this lady? I want to know. I believe the Inspector General of Intelligence, because they met with me and they told me that they were sent by the minister. That's what they told me. So I gave them everything I have. Remember also those illegal military camps that was discovered in Mpumalanga.
Mm-hmm.
I gave that information to them because I gave that information to SSA back in 2021 already. And I gave them the information again, and I gave them proof that I gave the information to SSA. I gave them proof that we were speaking to Zizi Kodwa at the time. All the other information, because they came and they showed me all the messages, all the post, my Facebook post, and say, you have posted this and this and this and this and this. Can you please give us the evidence? And I gave them we went through my post bit by bit. It was a long session. I gave them all the evidence of the Facebook post. And I believe based on that, they did get back to the minister with a feedback to say, this is, remember, it's not even the first time that I reported crimes to the Inspector General of Intelligence. There was an instance when I was arrested. My phone was seized with a fraudulent search and seizure warrant, and I reported it to the Inspector General of Intelligence, and there was also an investigation into that. So I was very familiar with the Office of the Inspector General of Intelligence since I have been dealing with them in a previous matter. So I gave them everything I had, and I believe after that, this report was handed over to IREC, and there was an arrest of Khumalo, Dineo Mukwele, and others for that unlawful appointment of Dineo Mukwele.
So where to from here?
Where to from here? You know what, brother? We must just proceed. We cannot give up. A lot of things are coming out currently. A lot of names are being mentioned. I'm not ready to give up. I'm still proceeding. I will go to the ad hoc committee. I will go and give my own evidence about events and more. The most important thing here that I want everyone to know why my name are being mentioned repeatedly relating to the political killing testing is I want the family of Sindiso Magaqa to get full justice, not half-cooked justice, because the hitmen still have a lot of information to reveal. So I want the family and South Africans to get full justice in the case of Sindiso Magaqa.
There are very few people who are like you in this country, and we humble ourselves and applaud you for the bravery that you possess, considering that all that you do also, not only your life is at stake, but could also be of your loved ones. But regardless of that, you continue to become a champion of what you want South Africa to become. We thank you for it.
Thank you very much, brother. You know what? At the end of the day, I just hope that other people will follow my example, because we can see now that the country are being run by criminals, and soon there will be nothing left of this country if we don't stand up as a country. We need to come forward, even if we come forward like those police officers that are testifying now in the Magaqa Commission, just with our voices, with our faces. But there's a lot of people out there who have information. And if they are afraid to even come forward with voices, let them share the information with us so that we can share the information publicly. There's the only way that we are going to stand together to expose the crime and corruption and criminality that is happening in our country.
Thank you very much for your time. Any last words?
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Any last words you may have?
No, that is all. I'm just waiting for my time to be called to the ad hoc committee so that I can also go and show South Africans the other side of the South African Police Service. Thank you so much.
Thank you. And that was... I thank you very much, ma'am. And that was... Patricia Morgan Mashale, who has also been vocal, especially with raising these sensitive issues in our country. And we play with these words to say who can actually take a stand to come and speak forth against the ills, against the corruption in our country. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you see something is wrong, voice it out. Voice it out until justice is served. Country in South Africa, every day, little by little, it is being chopped down by a lot of people. I want to believe they do not care about this country. They do not care about anything that has to do with South Africa. So please, it does not matter how small it is. Raise a voice, and you can even speak about it anonymously if so whatever that happens in your neighborhood that you may have evidence of or story about, please, let's take it to the police station. Let's take it the legal route, or speak to someone who may know someone who can actually make sure that all our information, or all the information that is needed to close certain cases, or they come to book, and actually it has been dealt with. I'm Mavuso. It is 1 minute after the hour 11 o'clock on Radio Azania. Refela ke fete ho me Mandombi ka ditaba tsa tsatsi la kasheno me o tla fa pele hore ntse re eme jwang.